everyone, this is Kiana and welcome back to my channel. This is your first time here, welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a review on Nena's clear acrylic powder, and the reason why I got this powder was because it was super affordable. For this 16 ounce I ended up only paying like 20 something bucks. I also got the monomer as well, which came really nice and packaged. It was actually hard for me to get the monomer off the package, but once I got it out, this is what it looked like. And I don't know if it's just me, but it looks kind of similar to Mia's Secret logo, which is something I kind of saw the similarity to. That's just me, that's what I observed. But as I was trying to get the top off, and I don't know if I'm the only one that was struggling with this, but the top was just not coming off. I feel like it was like melting in, so I had to grab the jaws of life to get it open, which ended up working, but it left a little dent on there because of how much pressure I had to put on just to get the top off. So once I unscrewed the top, it came with a red seal, which was also hard for me to get off as well, so I had to go back in with the scissors just to clip the top off. But once I was able to get that top off, it was a success and I was able to finally start using it. Okay, so as I start to pour the monomer, of course I made a mess. I noticed that the color is a lot more paler than other monomers that I have. Usually other monomers are a lot more darker. And also when you put the top back on, it does not completely seal itself. So you can put the red sealant if you want before you close the top back up, or just transfer it to another bottle with a nozzle on top, so that way you could easily store it without spilling anything. So now I'm just opening the package and it just rips right open, and it does reseal itself, which is nice, so you could store it easily once you are finished using it. Now I did not show it in this video because I did not know it had this in the bag, but it actually has a plastic spoon scoop that you can scoop out the acrylic with, and I didn't see it until I got through half of the bag. So just to let y'all know, it does come with a scoop as well, so you don't have to do what I did. So now I'm just prepping my nails, just putting the cuticle oil on. And again, I did not learn the first time, but I put a little too much cuticle oil on, which caused my nails later on in the video to start peeling and lifting and all that crazy stuff. So I was having a hard time trying to keep the set on because it kept popping off. But this is how I usually prep my nails. I just put the cuticle oil on, and then I put the top coat on, and this is what I use to practice my acrylic sets on. Okay, so now we get into the acrylic application. So this is what it looks like once I did the bead, and you can see it's getting shiny very quickly, which means the acrylic powder is absorbing the monomer very fast. And just to give y'all a second shot, this is what it looks like when I first do the bead, and then in real time you can see it gets shinier and shinier by the second. So it does absorb the monomer very fast. Okay, so now I'm applying the first bead onto the nail, and for this nail I'm doing a 2-bead method. So the first bead I'm just making a really big one just to cover majority of the nail, and so far it was really good. It was easy to work with. It wasn't curing too fast, but it cured slow enough for me to be able to work it down the nail. So I really like the way how it's making it easier for me to apply this acrylic onto it. Okay, so now I'm applying the second bead onto the nail, and this will be my cuticle bead. So this is where I build my apex at, so I'm just making sure that the acrylic is nice and tucked before I blend it down. And again, it's working really well for me. It's not curing too fast, and I love the fact that it's self levels, which means that I don't have to do too much work of smoothing it down. It just kind of like level itself out on the nail, so that's definitely helpful as well. The smell, by the way, is not that bad. It's actually a lot less intense than the other monomers that I use. So far so good. And I get a nice shape out of it too. Okay, and then I'm just doing the same thing like I did on the thumb, just applying that first bead throughout majority of the nail and blending the acrylic down. And again, so far the application is good. It's not curing too fast, because some cheap acrylics tend to cure too fast, because especially the color acrylics, they be having too much pigment in them, and it actually causes them to be not only chalky, but then also they cure too quickly. Like as soon as I put the bead down, it starts to cure right away. So I love the fact that I'm having plenty of time to work with the acrylic. So I would say this is definitely beginner friendly. If you are just starting off on acrylics, this will be a good option for you, because it's very affordable and it works really well. And again, the smell is not super intense, at least for me, because my one monomer that I use from Me a Secret is a lot more stronger than this, but this is not overwhelming or anything like that. Now for this nail, I did have to add a few more little beads here and there just to fix it, but it still came out pretty cool. Okay, so now for the other nails, I'm gonna make a really big bead. I'm gonna see if I could eat this one bead method up. So I'm gonna take a huge bead and just apply it right at the beginning of the cuticle. And then I'm going to work the acrylic all the way down the nail and see if it's not going to cure fast on me to a point where I can't work it down anymore. So that's what I'm doing for this nail. I was getting pretty close to the tip of the nail. It started to harden up on me already. Now, give and take, because the room was a little bit warm, that it can affect the acrylic of how fast it cures or not. The warmer the room, the more it's going to cure the fastest. You can see I was almost at the end. I was stretching it out. I was putting a lot of pressure on the nail to get that acrylic down as far as I could, but I was able to make it do. And yeah, it came out nice. The apex is there. It definitely did well through the 1B method test. And I'm gonna do this on the other nails to see if the results are gonna be the same. So this is how the nails came out after I did the whole acrylic application, and they look really, really nice. I like them. Okay, so the next test is to see how well it files with the e-file that I'm using. Now, as I was filing the nails, I noticed that it was peeling off a little bit, like there was some type of layer on top of the nails. And usually when I have that issue, it's with the low odor monomers. If you get any type of low odor monomer for any brand, I noticed that it leaves a sticky like rubber layer on top of the nails. So you would have to file that off in order to get rid of that sticky layer. And for this, even with the nails fully cured, which I did a little tap at the beginning to make sure to see if the nails was cured all the way, because I was just doing my nails on one hand, so of course it's going to be a lot more quicker. And even with the nails fully cured, with the hard tapping motions, it was just still leaving that weird layer on top of the nails. So I did notice that, so that's something I will watch out for. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer till the nails cured before I filed it, but I felt like even after a certain amount of time it should be all the way cured, and it was just still giving that weird rubber layer that was peeling off the nails as I was filing. So you can see after I did all the tapping just to test to see if the nails were fully cured, it was still doing that peeling thing. So I just kind of be careful and not overfile the nails because they were already thin as it is, and I don't want to overfile just to get rid of that sticky layer. So I just filed until they looked good to me. Okay, so after buffing and filing my nails, this is what they end up looking like, and so far they look good. I did have a lot of lifting, and that's only because of the way how I prepped them. So now I wanted to add some color to them, so I decided to use this Bang Bang color from Madam Glam, and it's like this pretty burnt orange color that's perfect for fall. And I'm just putting that over my nails, just as neat as possible. I'm not really trying to be perfect with it because it is a model set and I'm just going to end up taking it off anyways. So I went ahead and painted my nails with that color, cured it under the lamp for 60 seconds, applied a second coat, cured that for 60 seconds, and then I just added a top coat. Okay, so that's how my nails look after the polish application, and really they look good just the way they are, but I did want to add some extra designs to it, so I end up doing a sweater nail design on this color. So for this design you do need some clear acrylic to put over the nails, over the gel design that you do over them, and this is how they end up looking like afterwards, and they came out so cute. I love the fact they look just like my actual sweater that I have, that's actually the same color as my nails, were pretty similar. And I was going to do a comparison, but I ended up taking them off early, so unfortunately I was able to do that. So that is the final results of the nails. So if I had to give it a score, I would say maybe 7 out of 10. I feel like the peeling thing could be fixed, because even though the application was good and everything, when it came to the filing part, it was just consistently peeling. So that's something that I wouldn't like, but anyways, it is perfect for beginners. So if you are a beginner and you want a cheap acrylic that you could practice with, I definitely recommend Nena's Nena's acrylic, because it's definitely perfect for that. But if you're really trying to get to the good stuff, I would say buy that after you get comfortable with applying the acrylic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the final review on Nena's acrylic. So definitely try it out. I would say it's a loss on the money. It's very cheap and affordable, so I would take advantage of that, definitely. With that being said, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up this video if you like it, and follow me for more videos and updates. And also follow my social media pages as well, so you can see updates on my Etsy site, because yes, I do have an Etsy site and I sell press-ons, so go ahead and check it out. With that being said, I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next one. Bye.